Okay, so the sun is shining, my hair is shorter, my top is fabulous, and you guys have got a lot of dirty secrets. I asked you guys on Twitter Twitter and Instagram to send over your confessions over on Curious Cat. Now, I know that this idea is not original, and I did actually see this idea like last year from A-Dubs, who is hilarious. But yeah, I actually saw it last year and I did want to do this video and kind of like copy, and then I was like, no, I don't want to copy, I want to be original, blah blah blah. But over the past year, I've noticed that YouTube is just a pond full of people copying other people. So I thought, fuck it, and I'll just copy as well. So here is my version of sharing your confessions, and yeah, everything is obviously completely anonymous. So yeah, you guys have a lot of tea. Like a lot of tea. So let's just get started. I had sex with a girl the day before she got into a relationship with my mate. Little bit awkward. I'm assuming that the mate doesn't know. I'm assuming that she's fine with it. And I wish your mate the best of luck. I once told a girl I was breaking up with her because I just wanted to be friends, when all I really was doing was getting with her sister. How can you literally live with yourself? Like, genuinely, like, you've sent this in it, so you know that I'm going to be reacting to this, and yeah, I'm just baffed that you think that that's calm. Or maybe you don't, but you just don't care. I may have not done anything in a project, and on the presentation night I took all the credit. That is so me though. I slept with my ex's brother a week after we broke up because he cheated on me with my best friend and he doesn't know. Do I confess or not? Do you know what? Nah, that's just tit for tat, innit? Like, what? Like, who cares? Because he done you dirty, so you done him dirty back. I mean, am I a believer in revenge? I think I am, you know. I don't even know if I can read this out. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I sucked a guy's in our physics group's classroom at university. That's wild. Like, how did you not get caught? Like, how did you work that out? How did you come to that conclusion, like, together, that this was gonna happen? Like, tell me, like, I need tips. Okay, guys, this one is actually insane. So just like sit tight, adjust your hair, adjust your top, because this is some tea. Me and my sister kiss all the time when my parents are out or have gone to bed. We started when we both wanted to get practice for our first kisses, but we haven't been able to stop. I know it's wrong, but I can't help being drawn to the idea of it every time. Dude, that's incest. That's your sister. How do you look at each other across the dinner table knowing that you've had each other's tongues down your throats? That's insane. That's really awkward. I don't think I've got a brother, and I don't think I could look at him ever again. So a few years ago, when I was maybe 10 or 11, I slept at my friend's house and I needed to toilet. I needed to toilet? Okay. Really badly, but in the middle of the night, and he house creaked a lot. Mate, grandma. So I needed to so I took one in a towel and then left it under their bed. And when they woke up and texted me asking if it was me, I left, so I said no, and they don't know to this day. The grammar in that, I'm sorry, was so freaking bad. I struggled to read it, but I get the idea. You basically took a shit in a towel, presumably his towel, and left it under the bed because you didn't want to make a noise. I'd rather make a noise, mate. I don't know about you. Like, I'd rather wake up the whole house than take a shit in a towel and leave it under his bed. That's criminal. Oi, T. I matched with a member of the Sidemen on Tinder and he invited me on a date, then never replied again. What? Oh my god, who is it? I mean, I'm gonna try and work this out. It's gotta be either Simon, Vic, or... no, not Ethan. Simon or Vic? No, JJ or Vic. Why did I say Simon? No. JJ or Vic, not Simon, JJ or Vic. It's gonna be one of them two, I think. So, anonymously, can you let me know if I'm correct, please? I have cheated on my boyfriend 4 times and he forgave me. Girl. Do you know what's really sad about that is that he probably thinks that he can't get anyone better. But I'm sure he can, you know, and I'm just going to say that to your face, kind of your face. We're just going to treat this as this is your face, like I'm talking to you. He does deserve a little bit better, right? Like, how comes after the first time you weren't like, oh, that felt awful, like I never want to do that again. Yet you continue to do it another second, third and fourth time and you're still with him and he still forgives you. Oh, that's a really sad love story. I once gave a friend a in the school toilets. Okay, cool. Was it in like a cubicle? Was it after school? Was it like during? Like, was this during class time? Like, I want details. I slept with 3 girls in one night when I went to Malia on a lad's holiday. 3 separate times as well. It wasn't a 4-way, haha. So you basically spent the entire night having sex. How did you have time? Where were your friends? Were your friends just like, all right, yeah, calm, like crack on? Or like, was it one girl after another? Like literally, like they'd wait outside and can't come in like each sesh? Like, what is the situation there? I feel like I have so many questions with these confessions. Like, I just want to know more. I was roughly 5 years old and watching a TV show with the family when a girl in a bikini comes on screen, and not making this up, but out loud, I said to my mum, every time I see that girl on TV, my pee-pee goes big. At the time, I was genuinely confused about why and no one answered. That's really uncomfortable, like really uncomfortable. So basically, towards the end of my last relationship, things started falling apart. And so I decided to start talking to another girl and ended up sending news to her but didn't receive anything back. Bitch. Would you say this counts as cheating? Yes. Deep down, I think it is. It is. But I wanted someone else's opinion. I feel so trash about it. Good. But I couldn't help it because of how low I was at that point. It's something I really regret. I'm glad that you regret it because, yeah, that is a little bit cheating. A little bit cheating. Actually, no, it's a lot cheating now. I mean, imagine if your girlfriend sent news to someone else. It's shit, innit? It's pretty fucking shit. It's definitely cheating. But I'm glad that you regret it because it shows that you're a normal human being and it was just a mistake, and you know, we all make mistakes. I once met this guy online, but he started being really creepy and stalker-like, so I faked my death to get away from him, and he actually found my house and showed up asking to come to the funeral, and my mum was so confused because I was alive and well in my bed sleeping. That can't be real. That can't be a real confession. Like, it actually can't. Because, one, how did he know where you lived? I mean, I know that you said that he found your house, but bitch, how? And secondly, he showed up asking her to come to the funeral, but like, how did you know that there was a funeral? Like, your family might not have wanted a funeral, and how did he know that, like, when the funeral was? Like, I'm a little bit skeptical of this one, but if it's real, then that's wild, because your mum literally must have been like, she's literally just in bed asleep. Like, I'm addicted to masturbating. Okay, I don't know how PG you want to make this, but I was with a guy once and we were doing 69 and I choked on his and ended up farting in his face. Oh my god, the thought of that and like the image is just way too jokes in my head. So, do you know what, that would actually, I mean, yeah, you said it was very traumatic. I would be scarred. I was practicing football in the backyard and hit our garage door so hard it stopped working. As in, it never went up or down anymore. And I told my mum my younger sister did it by messing with the garage's remote. Yikes. That's deep, man. That's just straight up out of order, but not gonna lie, I have an older brother and I used to do stuff like that to him all the time. So it's just a part of growing up, you know? I was once asked to look after my mate's fish while he went on holiday, and my dad killed them all by cleaning the tank too much. So we brought him all new fish. He's my childhood best mate and he still doesn't know to this day. Oh my god. You're either a genius for him not finding out, or he's really dumb. How does he not know? That's wild. Oh my god, I would be like, if he ever finds out, he's gonna be so betrayed. You do know that, right? Like, he's gonna be heartbroken. I put my girlfriend's hair clip down my okay, let me just start again. I'm not ready. I'm actually not ready, and I don't think you guys are either. I put my girlfriend's hair clip down my willy hole. Yeah, willy hole. As a joke, but it went down too far and I lost it. Very embarrassing trip to the hospital. Yeah. Very painful. Yeah. As they removed it. The nurses had a good laugh. My girlfriend did not find it The nurses had a good laugh. Mate, if that was me, I mean, I haven't got a willy hole, so I can't really comment, but if it was me and I did have a willy hole, I would be slapping each of those nurses around the face with my willy and its hole. While my girlfriend was on top during sex, I moved my awkwardly and literally tore my hole. Sorry, how? Like, you must have been dry for it to have ripped. Like, a few Christmases ago, my stepdad asked me to take a photo of him. Why am I nervous to read this one? Anything with like stepdads, stepmoms, I'm always like, oh god, what's gonna happen? Like, are they gonna sleep together? Like, I'm just not about that. Anyway, a few Christmases ago, my stepdad asked me to take a photo of him and my mum by the tree. And after I took the photos, I was scrolling through them and came across a pic of his. I never brought it up and they never noticed, but I've not looked at him the same since. Oh, do you reckon? Oh my god, no, this could be some tea though. What if he's taking those photos to send to another girl or like another woman, whatever, and not to your mum? That's tea. I think you should get his phone again and get her phone and see if she's received them, do you know what I mean? Like, just to check, you know, you always have to look out for the mumsy, do you know what I'm saying? My boyfriend is failing a lot of classes, even though he is trying his best. He just, babes, I can fully relate to your boyfriend, so he just can't study that well. Again, relatable. I'm kind of disappointed because I want him to do well, but he is lazy and I'm frustrated because I'm graduating with very good grades this year. I don't know what to do, to be honest. His failing is kind of turning me off. The thing is, like, I can really sympathize with your boyfriend because I wasn't very academic and I didn't do very well at school. I didn't do badly, by all means, but I didn't do very well compared to all my friends. But I do understand why it's a turn off because you're there, you know, putting in the graft, putting in the grind, getting really good grades as a result, and he's over there being lazy, as you say. That's what you said. I didn't say that. He's being lazy and he's failing. So I understand that that's a turn off because it's kind of like you're on different paths and you're not in the same wavelength, if that makes sense. So yeah, I fully get that. I mean, I would say just have a chat with him and tell him, you know, like, you failing is making me dry up. I low-key had a crush on my best friend, but we were too close and I didn't want to ruin my friendship with her. So I just didn't say anything. She was bi as well, sigh. Well, I guess now you'll never know. So do you not have a crush on her anymore? Because you're saying it as if you've like missed a chance. Like, are you guys not friends anymore? Or do you just not have a crush on her anymore? Or what's the situation there? Because why can't you still pursue that? You know? One day after school, what is it with sucking so many willies in this video? One day after school, I sucked my boyfriend's so he'd cook me food because I was hungry AF. Oh my god, what an amazing trade-off. We stan. I think I may be low-key bi, but I'm not sure if I just enjoy the wonderful beauty of other women or if I like them. Honey, you don't have to label shit. If you may think you're bi, that's great. And if you want to label it, then by all means, go ahead. But if you don't know, then who cares? Like, if you one day think, you know what, I want to get with a girl, I want to kiss a girl, that's cool, do it. But it doesn't mean that you have to label yourself as bi or whatever. you do you, honey boo, and you enjoy it, and you just take your time. You don't stress about that, because labels, I don't like labels. I've said this before. So yeah, like just whatever it, do you know what I mean? Okay guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please let me know in the comments, and if you want me to do a part 2, please let me know as well. You guys had a lot of juicy tea, a lot of mad shit that I literally, you know, like stuff that you only really hear in like the movies or like in like a soap drama or whatever. This is literally real life soap. Like, what is going on? And you know what, this wasn't even all of them. So yeah, if you want me to do a part 2, reading out more confessions, then let me know in the comments below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.